Battlefield Labs is EA's most ambitious community testing program to date, which invites players to actively participate in shaping the next Battlefield experience, and you can sign up to it actually right now. Though, beware that at the time of this video, you might get some incredibly long queues. I've seen some players report that the queue has been as high as 1.3 million, which is genuinely crazy. I don't think they expected this high interest. Like, the interest is real, and I think players are really looking forward to a good shooter in today's market, especially when we have COD and Warzone becoming quite stale and especially filled with skill-based matchmaking. Labs will start out with a limited amount of players at the start and open up more space over time. So if you don't get into Labs at the start, you don't have to worry. You will still have a chance to be let in some other time. It is very important for me to state that Labs is invite only as well. In the description, I will also link the sign up to Battlefield Labs. It is also very important that you guys should also join the Battlefield Discord server for being to be most up to date about Battlefield Labs. So make sure your EA account is updated and linked to your platform account, because you cannot sign up to playtesting without an EA account. What should you, the player, expect out of Labs, and what do they specifically mention in their FAQ? Labs is a space to play and explore an early test environment with test concepts and mechanics before it is released publicly. They write that the feedback is crucial in helping them know what to prioritize and what to improve to eventually make this game the best Battlefield experience that it can be, and obviously the most authentic experience. I think it's very interesting that they're letting us in this early, because we're still quite far out from a suspected fall release, October, November. To me, it shows that they want this game to be the best that it can be, and having it this far out means that they can actually have valuable time to change things based on our feedback. It is super important that you guys know that you will not be playing the best experience. You will be playing with bugs, crashes, glitches, rough edges, very work in progress content. You might crash a lot, but it's a lot of early tests, concepts, mechanics. You'll see untextured stuff. This is how it will be, and it's very important that you guys know this. Let's get into some more details about Labs, such as what platforms we will be able to play on, regions, PC specs, and how we will participate and engage with Labs. Battlefield Labs will be available on PC, PlayStation 5, and Xbox Series X and S, though you will need PlayStation Plus and Xbox Game Pass Core required to play on the consoles. On PC, all you need is the EA app. It does seem like it is all next gen now, or I guess it's actually called current gen by now. They don't have to be put on the older consoles, which are just not as powerful and will, in my opinion, probably hamper the bit of the game. Now, for the regions that you'll be able to play in, Labs will start out with Europe and North America. It will also expand to more server locations in the future, alongside growing to tens of thousands of people as well in that future. The PC specs are interesting. I wouldn't call them the most intense ever, but it's not nothing either. For the minimum specs, the CPU is the i5 8400 and the AMD Ryzen 5 2600. For the graphics card, it will be the RTX 2060 and the Radeon RX 5600 XT with 6GB. Memory on both minimum and recommended is 16GB with 30GB of minimum storage. For recommended specs on PC, you will obviously need something a bit more beefier, but for the CPU, it is the i7 10700 or the AMD Ryzen 7 3700X. The graphics card will be the RTX 3060 Ti and the Radeon RX 6700 XT. It's not the worst minimum specs in the world. I think these are acceptable, but we'll see how that game actually runs when it comes out. There is also a section in FAQ named "What is Battlefield Studios?" and it mentions that there's 4 studios combined working on a Battlefield under a single banner. Those studios being DICE, who's focusing on the multiplayer, Ripple Effect working on an all-new experience, and they've done a lot of work on Battlefield before, especially in BF4 and BF1. Motive, who made Star Wars Squadrons, Dead Space, and helped on the Star Wars Battlefront 2 campaign. I think they might have been the main developer on it. They are working on multiplayer maps and single-player missions. Criterion is the 4th Battlefield studio, who has had experience in working on Battlefield before with vehicle handling, Firestorm, and supporting Battlefield for a very long time. They are mainly known for having worked on the Need for Speed franchise. So yeah, I mean, there is a lot of studios and a lot of people working on this Battlefield. I think they mentioned it's the most people and most resources I've ever put into Battlefield, so will that actually mean something? I don't know. Will it be a shit show? I don't know. I hope it's a good game. I really want Battlefield to be a good game. I've been such a long fan of Battlefield, and I want to see it prosper and be successful as much as it can be. Obviously, developers don't want to make bad games. I don't think any developer really wants to make a bad game, and it must suck having seen where the franchise has been in the past couple of years. Sometimes it is what it is, and you can't really do much about it. Let's see what they actually showed off in the video, which isn't a massive amount, but I did spot a couple things. I will just be doing a little bit of an inspection on the gameplay that we have, which is not a lot, but also I just want to make sure I don't think you should all get hyped about this yet. You can get excited, you can be looking forward to it. It's 10 seconds, 13 seconds of gameplay. It looks great. It looks fine. It looks like Battlefield, but have a bit of caution and just wait and see, okay? So let's just get straight into it. I am starting off already as quick as possible. That's an M4A1. First weapon confirmed for Battlefield. That already great. And even in the same little frame here, first vehicle confirmed for Battlefield, the M1A2 Abrams. Lovely to see that thing back, and it looks incredible. As well as just the entire game seems to look like a Battlefield. I don't know how to explain it. It just looks like a Battlefield. You know what I mean? Like, and if I continue, like, it just looks it. And Battlefield 3 theme is just perfect. Like, just look at that destruction. There's destruction. There's more destruction in this single frame than all of 2042. I'm sorry, I just had to say that, but it looks great. And like, seriously, for pre-alpha, this looks pretty good. I'm sure this has been dressed up to look, you know, good enough for public viewing, but I'm very happy with what I'm seeing here. I'm excited. I'm not gonna get too hyped yet, but it's cool to see that they've already releasing some footage. I mean, I don't know what else to say. It's just, it looks cool. It just looks like a Battlefield. That's the only thing I'm trying to say here. There's the look that Battlefield has, and this absolutely has that look and feel. And the fact that they're using Battlefield 3 as a theme just gives me nostalgia. Also, that is an EOTech holographic sight, or as I like to call it, the EOKEC. Destruction, there's destruction there, there's about to be destruction right here. It just looks great. Don't forget to sign up to Labs if you want to have a chance of participating in the playtests. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. If you like Battlefield, especially subscribe to me, because I like subscribers, you like subscribing. Bye. I don't know how to end videos, so this is how I end videos. Sometimes I just don't know what to say. Bye.